Hi, this is Johnny Bergen with another Chicago Blues guitar lesson. I've been listening to Sunnyland Slim plays the Ragtime Blues. Now this is a great record, and we're definitely going to come back to a lot more Sunnyland Slim. And guys, if you have some Sunnyland memories, please share them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I have some myself, but I'm going to get right down to the music right now. So this is in key of C, and this is one of my favorite Louis Myers solos. It sort of says what he's all about. I think Louis Myers is great on this whole record. And there's tons of guitar and on so many great Sunnyland Slim records. But let's talk about this one here. So this is a blues in C. I'm going to try to slow it down and play the solo. I'll probably wipe out here and there. I'm going to do two solos, and then the ending has this little chordal wrap up, which is always nice to play. And so we're going to go 3 go-arounds. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's try that one more time. I'm going to see if I can slow it down, play a little bit more better. There were a few things I messed up. It just shows you how fluent and smooth and sort of effortless Louis Myers was at tying all these ideas together in a nice way. He never sounds like he's just reciting a bunch of licks. It always sounds like he's taking a walk on a beautiful spring day and these melodies are just coming into his head. He's not reinventing the wheel, but it's coming out in such a nice, laid out way. It's hard to describe, but his solos are so musically satisfying, even if you don't know anything about blues. So let's try it again. Now on the 4. That was a little messed up. Let's try that again. I didn't quite end there at the right time either. That just shows you like how nice, but you really felt this. Let's try. There you go. Whole deal again. He loves to just walk. You really feel like you're walking, and it never sounds like a scale. And it never sounds like, oh, here's his BB licks or anything. It sounds like... he has a real nice mix of major and minor sounds instead of... it's a real challenge for guitar players to get out of that. So you can lead off with your pinky. I hope this is not going too fast, but lead off with your pinky on the 10th fret. Kind of like the way BB starts his songs, and then that's just walking all the way up to the 5th. Yeah. So here we go again. That's a nice little intro. Walking back to the 2nd interval there, 7th fret G string. And then those little parts of chords, these are sort of the ingredients of his solo. I'm going to just, and then I'll get to that chordal part at the end. So There's that nice walk. That's open up with your 7th. And now this walk is just, it already sounds like kind of sing-songy and like you're walking down the street to me. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then just roll over to the G string again. And then backwards to your second interval. Then he likes to slide into this high one. That sort of says, okay, I'm done with C now, and I'm moving on to my 4 chord. Notice how it's just right out of your 4 7th chord, right? And then he's going to do that octave lower. Now we're still on the 4 chord, but we're sort of going to jump into the 1 right before we get to the 1. This is 11 and 12. And at that moment, we sort of get back here. Yeah. How does that whole thing go? Yeah, sorry about that. And now we're on the 5. You can do it like this. That one is just so tricky. I can only play it when I'm really like in the heat of the moment. So do 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 da 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 da. I had to just sort of sing it. His solos are really singable. Do 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 do. That is just satisfying, and he really plays his changes in a nice way. And then second solo, he's trying to be jazzy now. That's all right. 11th fret and 8th fret, octave. And now he's going to go into one of the great Louis Myers licks. That's just getting back out of the octave. I love that. It's just like that song, that chord in Tanya. That's the 11th fret and 10th fret, B and E strings. So, octaves, up 3 frets. Something really similar to that. Let's try it one more time. Let's try that one more time. I know I did it a little differently, but guess what? He's using those same ideas at the beginning of the first solo. That is just so pretty, right in your 4 chord. I think it's a pull-off from this fret, the 9th fret. And then he's going to answer that with the exact same phrasing. That's back to your 7th fret G string, right? When I do these little chord slidings, I like to sort of relax my hand and just move it back and forth. These 2 fingers work pretty well for me. And that's just 12 and 11. And then walk into that middle of your C chord. And then that fits right into your 9th chord or your 5 chord. Love the phrasing there. So da 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 ba da da do 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 do, which is That's kind of like the "And They All Lived Happily Ever After" blues version. Nice. So he just walked down his B string. He does use open strings to sort of bounce off of. That makes sense, right? You know, that kind of typical thing. Then all the way down to, we're going to sort of break out of here. 6th fret, 5th fret. And then he sort of catches up with the rest of the band because that ends on the downbeat of the first go around of the next one. And that's when he has to be here. Not sure what the exact ending is, but God, this music is so satisfying because, you know, these records weren't really produced. They were just like these perfected artists doing what they do with the people they wanted to do it with, and that's what made it a perfect record. Just like the ABC BluesWay Carrie Bell record last night, same thing. In fact, some of the same people, but it's interesting to hear Willie Smith with Dave Myers. All right, let's try that solo one more time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was pretty good. And then here's part 2. And then what happens there? So what all that is just this little D7 shape. If you get one thing out of this lesson, this is a great way to end the song. Here's your D7th, right? All the way up here now in C. Walk into it from the 11th fret to the 12th. And then play a C6. And then just move everything down 1 fret. That fits over the 4 chord. Perfect. Except for the 4 chord, you're going to just take that 6, move your 2nd finger. Then I just played the top part of a G 9th chord, and then just move it up 2 frets. I think he actually ends with a major 7th chord, which I'm on the fence about, but whatever. You know, this was a, you know, slightly uptown thing. So he ends with a major 7th. That is a, like if you play a C major scale, the 7th degree is a half step to C. So it's a C with a B in it. So here's a C, there's a C with a B in it. So anyway, yeah, that was pretty good. Have fun trying to make your solos bounce. Try to make them feel like you're walking down the street, like you're try to make them singable. This is such a singable song. Ba da 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 do 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 ba ba da da do 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 bo do do da 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 do 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 do. Anyway, it's singable to me. So and that helped me play it. So again, let me know your Sunnyland Slim memories, Louis Myers memories. We're definitely coming back to him. Thanks to you Patreon guys, and thanks to your you subscribers out there. Thanks to people coming out to these shows. My next shows will be in Denmark and Sweden. starting on Friday. So thanks a lot. See you next time.